Young, who is an intern at Brandeis and I think a recent graduate at Brandeis. Jenny, if you're with us, you can turn on your video. That would be most welcome. And she's doing an
Okay.
internship with me, and she's actually got the NIH 3D website pretty much under control now. Uh, she's with us for at least a month, maybe for two or three. And so I invited her to this meeting, and she is available for enable related activities.
Um,
So we'll
that's
see how that goes.
that's
And
great.
Jenny, I've forgotten, what was your program at Brandeis?
Yeah, so I was doing business analytics at Brandeis. It's my master's program. So I can do anything related as project management or administrative or a little bit of coding or report writing. So just let me know.
Tell me a little bit more about what kind of coding you've done.
I can do Python and SQL mostly, and R. I'm pretty comfortable using R. And maybe some visualization tools like Power BI or Tableau. So
Interesting. Do you have access to Power BI?
as long as my Microsoft account is available, I think I can.
Okay.
I
All right.
gotta check that part, but like it should
Okay.
be.
Good to know. Okay. And Vivek, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm
Hello, there he is. Nice to see you.
still here, knocking around in Boston. Ipswich, to
Okay.
be technically right.
Cool. And Jonathan, what have you injured lately?
Hello, I'm here.
Okay.
Busy with work.
All right. So, Jonathan, Jenny, is sort of our hub administrator. And Jonathan, if you have any tasks that need documentation or you need support with, Jenny would be just the person. I'm going to be away for the next 2 weeks in one of my so-called vacations, so I'm trying to minimize my engagements. But Jenny is going to be active, and I'm trying to figure out what would be a good substantial task to give her. So if you have any thoughts, you can we can talk about it. But the main item for today, and I assume this meeting has actually started. I see that it has.
um,
Um,
I want to let everyone know that we are recording and we are live on YouTube. So,
there you go.
um,
So the
is
main
that okay
task
with
for
you,
our,
Jenny? We, you know that we record our meetings.
Yeah, I know that,
Okay.
so no
Okay.
problem at all.
Okay, great.
okay. Um, Give me a second here. I've got, my God, my phone is ringing.
I also have something. Can I, um,
Yes, go ahead.
so I'm in Colombia currently. I have extended my trip. I have spoken with the Enable chapter here and have determined that it is worth it to stay. So tomorrow I will be spending the day at a university here in Bogota, and there will be an event that the Enable chapter here is running at the university. So I
Oh,
will document that, and then this weekend I will fly um, to um, a different city where um, the Enable chapter is headquartered, and they're working on a program for me of activities that I can follow and people I can talk to. So I will be there next week. So if it's okay to release the funds for that, that would be great.
okay.
Um,
So for some few $100s, you're going to be able to do those things.
I th at the so yeah, at the last meeting when the it was you had said 600, I think. To
Okay, so
is
we've
that
already
still
taken a
okay?
vote on this.
Yes, we took a vote, and the vote
Okay.
was that if it seemed worth it to do, that would be okay. Um,
And it
and
does. It
it
absolutely
does
does.
seem worth it. So
Okay.
yeah.
So all you have to do is, reach out to Evan,
Okay.
and
Um,
I will approve it if he
okay.
asks me to approve it, but he'll probably believe you when you say it was approved at the last meeting, and that'll all
Okay.
be good.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. And
Take
if
lots of pictures.
while I am here, if you think of anything or anyone else that I outside of the e-NABLE chapter here that I should speak to in Colombia, please let me know. Um, I will take lots of pictures.
Um, okay.
Um,
You should inquire about whatever happened to Christian Silva and his organization.
okay.
That will
Okay.
take you down a rabbit hole, but it should be an
Okay.
interesting rabbit hole.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Shall we review hub posts, boys and
Um,
girls?
yes. I emailed them to you, John.
Them
Did
here.
do you have it? If not, I will,
I
I
do.
okay, great.
Here we go. New here, says Thomas Lang. I have been printing prosthetics for the local VA here for a few years now. That's great. I'm a veteran. I just happen to be there. They send me what they want. I print it and deliver it back. So that's really interesting. There's a VA that is making use of 3D printing from volunteers. Anyway, my cousin lost her pinky, is still having trouble. She asked me to help. I'm working on the Nick finger. See that, Jenny? Jenny and I were just reviewing the Nick finger as a recommended device on the NIH 3D website. Suggestions on the Nick, or if there's an adapter that connects to the ring finger. And look at this. Here is something from Thierry with an interesting twist that I don't quite understand. Just did something very similar. Have a look here. It's in a private group, but if you're pressed to join, I'll get you in. But meanwhile, we can look at this picture up close. Wow. Interesting. I see. I see. I see. So, in case it's not obvious, the point is he doesn't have enough finger stump to move this thing. Um, but this way, or rather he doesn't have the joint to bend, but this way he can use the wrist anchor, and when he moves his stump down, the finger bends and closes. So that's very nice. That's actually, so Jenny, here's something that would be worth tracking down and adding to the NIH site because it does something that the Nick finger by itself doesn't do. And Thomas is saying, how do I reach him? And here's how to reach him. So here's everything you need. And I'm going to say a note. I'm going to say at Jenny Ziong will be reaching out to see about adding this lovely design to the NIH 3D website. Okay. I will also say my first thought was indeed that an adapter could lock the could what's the word? What do you call it? Yoke the Nick finger to the adjacent finger, but I haven't seen that done yet. Good project. Uh, okay. Click, click, click. Let's move on. Number 2, Jonathan links. The
Uh,
enable map has been updated. Do you want to share your screen, Jonathan? Just show us.
I don't really have
Or shall
anything
I just,
to show, but yeah, essentially it all says it right there.
I see
We
you've
can
added
we
a
can
field here.
yeah, we can add more website links. So like
Good for
Instagram or
you.
something like that, we can now link
Okay.
those in there.
So, you know, so so many of our chapters do have their own websites. And you're making me realize that we never actually had a place for that on the enable map, but you fixed that. However, do we have all of the information about where they are and what their websites are? Has that information been collected previously?
No. So I did have a Google form link there.
I
So
see that.
if they want to add their website, they'll have to submit that form.
Okay, Jenny, I think we've identified your large task. Jenny was looking around Facebook. I'm going to send you, Jenny, a list of all of the Google Map has got lots of Facebook pages and groups, and many of those pages, Facebook pages, will have links to their websites. Let me ask you to create a spreadsheet that has, I guess, three columns. One is the name of the chapter, the other is the Facebook URL, and then the third chapter, which is what you're going to fill in, is a website if there is any, and NA if it's not available.
Sure.
And if there are, and you can cross-check that against what you see on Facebook when you search for enable chapters. And if
Hmm.
there are enable chapters that have shown up in Facebook that haven't shown up on the map, add them with an appropriate notation also. It's a great
Definitely.
opportunity to take advantage of Jenny's interest and expertise and the advance Jonathan has made, which should have been a no-brainer 5 years ago, but better late than never. Thank you, Jonathan.
Yep.
That all makes sense, what I just invented, right? Okay, cool. Which brings us to our next item. Florence in Uganda. So Florence, who may come to the chapters meeting in 13 minutes, says, we have modified the gripper Kwawu to work for amputees with long forearm, opening up dozens more cases. And in fact, Jenny is about to add that one to the NIH 3D website. But here is all of the documentation, and let's just confirm that it's the stuff Jenny and I were reviewing but a few minutes ago. And this is the long forearm guide. And what they've done is they've married the Kwawu upper arm component to the gripper, to their modified gripper hand. This one includes molds. This is the one that includes molds for silicone liners, correct, Jenny? But I notice it's not mentioned. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Yes.
The most
It's,
time
yeah.
consuming is CAD and epoxy silicone curing. But they don't say where the epoxy comes in. So I think we need a sentence that says a unique and valuable feature of this design is a silicone layer on the inner surface of the hand to
Mm,
improve grip strength.
makes sense.
Because like all good engineers, all they're doing is talking about the materials and the technology, and they haven't indicated what it's for. Got it?
Yep.
Okay, so that's great. Um, and congratulations to the Uganda e-NABLE group. They are on fire right now. Simon, community guidelines, challenges and frustrations.
I had added this one because you can see if you go through the conversation, um, it seems like uh, Simon was snapping at um, Terry a little bit, and I wanted to know like what are standards for
Okay.
community
I
politeness are,
understand.
and I think that there's kind of a concern that if you're snapping at
Sure, sure, sure.
other volunteers, how are you with, recipients? So
Okay, so let's take a look. Um, I've done more research. A little disappointed with the lack of response and support to help my friend, and I'm having a hard time. So Thierry says, Simon, get in touch with those people. They're right in your country. And who said whining? Okay, so he volunteers.
so there are nine, I think, comments that should be expanded. There are nine comments that aren't showing.
Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. So here we have a thread. Thanks. I did specify questions. Thierry says, you've only got one other post. Simon says, I got no answers. I'm not here to argue. Now he says, I was frustrated. This doesn't happen often. It used to happen much more in the old days. Um, Jerry responds, if making hands for people in need is stressful to you, you really shouldn't do it. Pleasure will be your only reward, so there has to be some. Simon says, dude, you're not getting it. It's the enable process that's stressful. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Jonathan comes in. Simon says, okay, okay. So I don't know whether we should intervene here. Um, I'm just going to say, all thanks for your participation. Simon, sorry about your frustration. We're a volunteer organization and welcome positive offers of help to improve our processes. Please do be aware of our code of conduct. Mostly go out of your way to be constructive and helpful while identifying challenges. Okay, and so now I want to link to our code of conduct. Do you have it handy?
I don't.
Well, it should be handy. Let's just go to the hub and search code of conduct. World's slowest search. We could use the macroscope, but we're just going to be patient.
Um, while we're waiting,
Yeah,
I want to just talk about the calendar this month. So next Thursday, um, I did not schedule a town hall. I'll be um, I left that open for me to follow the team in Colombia, and John, I think you'll be on vacation, so no town hall, but Tainara will have her healthcare meeting. And the following Thursday, the 21st, there is a town hall followed by a bionic design meeting. And the 28th, another town hall followed by an education and new members meeting.
because our town hall rhythm is every 2 weeks.
No, it's every Thursday at 11:30. So 3 town halls this month. I'm just excluding the, I
Got
don't
it.
think we need four. So, and
Okay.
Tainara runs her own meetings.
Got
So,
it. Okay.
and we will both be gone next Thursday.
Oh,
Um,
look at this. Okay, fine.
yeah.
Um, I found a link to code of conduct and it didn't show up anything. Um, so where would I find it? Okay. I'm just going to leave this open for now.
John, also, it looks like Simon had already deleted his account,
Oh,
so I don't think he'll see your response anyways. So it might
well,
just
all
be
right
better to,
then.
might be worthwhile rewording it as a general statement a little bit.
Okay. Um, well, in that case, I just think we're going to let this lie. He deleted his account and let's move on.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks for posting the code of conduct. Um,
Guys, you found it?
I stuck it in the chat.
Okay. So, Sarah,
yeah.
when someone comes to the hub for the first moment, let's just see what happens when you just go to hub.enable.org. You jump right into the forum and latest activity. So we don't have a pinned post at the moment,
I can
but
make an announcement,
right, and
prompting
it
people to
should be
review the code of
a very
conduct.
short thing right up at the top, so that it's always the first thing people see. And the way it stays at the top is you pin the post.
Yes, I know. I will do
Okay.
that.
All right, good. Good. Moving on, Madison, our outreach coordinator, says makers making change needs some devices. Here are some opportunities. I'm going to like it um, for the benefit of the larger community. You got a 3D printer, you want to help people. There are ways to help people with 3D printers who have special needs that go way beyond merely doing prosthetics. The leading organization in the world with whom we are allied is Makers Making Change, and they specifically need a number of interesting things, and they have a challenge out for an adapted bike handlebar, and we have had many of them, so we should just look into that. And a Braille calendar, which is a lovely idea. And I have no idea what a flipper clipper adjustment is, and I'm not going to pursue it. But let's just see what the adapted bike handlebar story looks like. Except Sarah is, hello. Okay. So we have, if we were to search on handlebar, so let's do that. Jenny, because Sarah is in Colombia and on the move, and because you are learning our landscape, search for the word handlebar on the hub. I'm confident you will find a number. Also, you can do it on the web, enable 3D printed handlebar. You'll find some interesting things. And then follow the link to Makers Making Change and let them know that these designs are around. Okay?
Sure.
Great. Okay. And as we run out of time, we have two really quick things to look at. What is this? Oh, a simulation hand. She means prosthetic. Can you help me? And Yusuf says, well, I'm from Indonesia, at least your half of the world. here's a recommendation. He recommends the kinetic hand. They are in touch. Sarah says, do you still need assistance? I say, thank you, Sarah, and I move on. And finally, student researchers, we want to know, so if possible, we want to ask some short questions. So these are some young people trying to get credit for doing something that they're just trying to learn about. Someone should respond to this email. You know, I'm going to flag Madison because they're in her area.
I already did that.
Great.
I did that.
Okay. Okay.
And we need to start chapter leaders. I think, is everyone ready? Can I end this meeting and open
Well,
the next
yes, let's
one?
make sure everyone has that link available to them.
Well, it's right on
Viva